I feel like the Harith does do better overall in the game, early to late. But the Lunox definitely has a way to deal damage. Lunox definitely has a way to stop the Harith. BIGTRON Alpha are playing with a lot of big dive though. This is a lot of distractions that could keep the Lunox at bay.
A lot of questions right here. As the pot boils, we enter the land of dawn. The opening match of week number 3, day number 2. It's GEEK fam against a BIGTRON Alpha. Will the Geeks again be the kryptonites of the Red Robots?
Red Robots looking to keep their record flawless. Ooh. And GEEK fam, they will try to dethrone the top.
Oh man, it's a Terizla Rome from Valoisky. I definitely thought it was going to be the Edith in Rome, Terizla XP. Wow. That's usually what we expect. But hey, I knew that Edith was going to go XP. I thought Minotaur was going to be the key. They end up going for Terizla. Wow. What this gives towards the side of GEEK fam is the fact that at least in the mid lane, though they won't clearly win in the clear, they win out in this matchup, definitely, right? The Jawhead cannot go head-to-head against a Terizla in trades, and you can see level 1. Oh, Chidera.
With the smart missile and flicker as well, invested. And Chidera will go down now. Vincent looking for a trade, but intelligent ejector to safety.
Vincent.
But Shadow does not connect though. Super 10 is level 4, but the damage is enough to take Vincent down. 2 early kills from the Red Robots.
This is the big problem that I was saying in the draft. BIGTRON Alpha have so much kill pressure in the early game. The fact that GEEK fam still decided to take the risk by picking up the Lunox in the gold lane, that yes, can win the matchup, but it's very, very vulnerable to these. Oh my god!
Now with the shadow kill, Chidera can't even farm.
My goodness, this Lunox just rendered immobile in the first 2 minutes, I guess, and you know, Chidera was just coming up back and now onwards.
Yeah, they're looking for a cross-map play here with Super Luke pressured, and he will fall despite him using the flicker. Now Valoisky though, with the Terizla Rome, ladies and gentlemen, still trying to create the same impact here. But again, Jawhead, very, very strong in that early, right? Level 1, level 2, and GEEK fam, they're first on that turtle.
At least they reply back with a kill towards Vincent and also the turtle, so at least they will try to stem the bleeding, getting that objective and also a kill. And as we take a look at the talent predictions by the new application, Go Pay, we do see it's a unanimous decision for BIGTRON Alpha.
I like what I'm seeing, man. Hey, someone's calling me. This is not a curse.
It's not a curse.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Got a little bit distracted there by the call out. Let's talk about the emblems here, because man, the fact that Chidera went for lethal ignition shows me at least that he's very confident. Key. Okay, no, there's not going to be a fight, but yeah, very confident in the skirmishing potential that he has and in the early game and in the matchup. Boy! Oh, force back already, man!
He does not trigger the shadow kill.
So much kill pressure coming in from BIGTRON Alpha, and GEEK fam feels like they can't really peel from this god.
Onwards, Super 10. No, Quad Shadow! They exploit that resource now. He flickers out. Super Luke here from the flanks. Slowed it down. The damage will not come through just yet. Super Luke, final slash cancelled as Vincent secures a good recovery by the Geeks.
Plus, a positive point we can point out from GEEK fam is whenever they are under that kill threat, they're looking to just make a play. Chidera, he's gonna pop the Brilliant's order, but he's gonna be fine. So for GEEK fam, at least they will try to tip the scales a little bit more. BIGTRON Alpha can't really be content yet with their lead.
Great response, right? The fact that BIGTRON Alpha got a massive lead at the start, and then GEEK fam were just able to catch Super Ken shows you that the Hayabusa is still very vulnerable. The pickup potential of what we see from GEEK fam on Gobs, the Edith, that's a massive playmaker too. I do want to talk a little bit about that lethal ignition choice though for Chidera. Now it does put GEEK fam in a position where they need to start playing, at least for Chidera to get his item power spikes, because if he doesn't get snowballed, or if he doesn't scale properly, this lethal ignition will end up being quite useless. And I think BIGTRON Alpha, they have many ways to actually tackle the problem right now up against GEEK fam. They can go for contest in the neutral objectives, they are set up to do so, coming in from the second turtle onwards with their composition, but they can also just trade it out, go into the other side, or they could ignore it, wait for some of these big power spikes to hit, because in the mid game, BIGTRON Alpha should be comfortable actually playing with their own power spikes, right? They have enough burst, and it does seem like for GEEK fam, they will take that turtle. BIGTRON is playing it safe, ejector.
On towards Valoisky. The Frigid Glacier will not connect, as well as that final slash. A lot of resource spent already, so expect BIGTRON not invading more on towards fights.
At least BIGTRON Alpha, they're able to get their hands on their items. Hunter Strike for Super Ken, Iman already having that stadium sight, and of course Moreno glow
off a lot, and you fall off hard. We're gonna get back into the game.
Thanks to Daenang, heralding resume, or rather the continuation of this game. And yeah, Key, or rather Moreno also died there in that process. We didn't take a look at that, but now a concern that I have is how will GEEK fam appeal from the kill threat of BIGTRON because they have this, you know, Beloyski, Terizla, roam. Sure, it has the penalty zone for setup, but again, you can't really appeal for your backline when BIGTRON comes hunting for you.
Well, I think what's great about Geek Fam is the fact that they don't have a backline. This is a front-to-back composition that actually wants to play in a dive manner, right? We got a heavy streamer here. Shoutouts to Buluk, who's re-streaming, I believe, here.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Geek Fam, they can stay in place. The thing is, BIGTRON Alpha definitely have an advantage when it comes to mobility. They can go back and forth. Chidera, forced back.
That's almost a structure taken down.
Whoa.
Shaman Force there to really zone him out. Though Vincent here looking for the flanks. Finds the right angle. Eman with the jukes as well. Smooth operator. But 1-for-1 now on the backside is actually Vincent to look in the point of state. He's low as the sloop finds a shutdown. Now he will be the trade as he dominates the sense. And Gobs there is in the vicinity. Oh, Super Luke trying to cancel out the recalls. Super Ken and Moreno is in the vicinity as well. But they will not engage more. And that will be all.
Eman brings one down with him to his grave, and that is an important kill to Chidera, just scampering and halting his progress as this game goes on, but it's still in the hands of BIGTRON now. Gob's the only one to fend it.
This is the strength of BIGTRON Alpha, the maneuverability. We mentioned it just earlier before we got back into the game. BIGTRON Alpha can actually utilize their mobility to play around Geek Fam, outmaneuver them. That's how they can get their winning condition on for the mid game. Geek Fam, like I said, it's more of a front-to-back composition that stays in place, but all of them can dive. They don't have a real backline. Beloy,
no, forced and actually invested the penalty zone, and he will be the leader now. With Sound Force in the backside, Moreno very low, still survives with the cover of Eman, and that will be a 1-for-1 here. Gobs for key.
So far, so good though for Geek Fam. BIGTRON Alpha, that was a better trade for them. They got a roam for an XP trade. But up top, you can see that the Lunox is slowly but surely utilizing the distractions of Geek Fam to get to his item power spike. Glowing one already, building up to the second. Meanwhile, for the Harith, already with the Feather of Heaven, really quick from Eman. Those 2 kills helping him out to get that power spike. Once the Lord comes in, this BIGTRON comp, if they are able to still utilize that mobility, will definitely be scary because Geek Fam, you saw it earlier too. They are very, like, they want to throw out the resources, and if BIGTRON can bait those resources out and then go for a re-engage, Geek Fam are very reliant on those big skills. Key.
Oh, looking for unstoppable force. Ejector on towards Gob here. Oh, Primal Wrath and the penalty zone on towards 3. The damage though will not be there as Beloyski will fall. And now with a man up here, BIGTRON, they should take the river control.
Yeah, and Geek Fam looking for a clash happening up in the middle lane. Oh, Super Cat!
Oh, with Shadow Kill as well. 2 members. Oh! It will connect on towards a boy, and he will fall. That's another momentum built by BIGTRON. Oh, they want to go more here, but no angles there.
Again, the kill threat is so prevalent in the hands of BIGTRON Alpha. Key looking for an ejector.
Oh, there's a brilliance, no more. Now BIGTRON, they find another 1-by-1 Geek Fam. They have been taken down.
Why are Geek Fam playing to BIGTRON Alpha's game? What? They should know that BIGTRON do well when they're isolated. The fact that 2 members were taken out already earlier, Chidera should have never walked up and got punished for it.
Let's see here. Lord will... They will take no rush. Oh, good ejector on towards Roger. Vincent falls, no retribution. Now Beloyski receiving a lot of damage, taken down as Eman picks up the double. This will be the green light for BIGTRON to find the Lord.
BIGTRON, they're snowballing into this death ball that is unstoppable almost by Geek Fam. They're able to at least try to respond to what BIGTRON wants to do, but again, losing out on the clashes. Key again, so unstoppable with the movements and the ejectors he's looking for. As they also take control of that purple buff as well. Geek Fam losing in all departments.
He is such a crafty fella, right? So creative around the map, just playing in these bushes that you wouldn't expect the Jawhead to be in, and then suddenly you just get ejected. You get caught by the Frigid Glacier, the combo from BIGTRON and the pickoff still very scary, and you can see that from Geek Fam. But Geek Fam, really, I feel like a lot of these engages from BIGTRON, pickoffs could have been avoided if they respected BIGTRON Alpha more. The fact that they were still hovering over, despite being a man down, is strange. And now BIGTRON have the Lord. They can definitely look for a big team fight. It's a big power spike, 3.7k gold lead in the timing that they would already get that power spike in. Eman has built up the Holy Crystal. This is insane. Good ejector.
On towards Beloy. Shaman of Force now popped as well. Oh, penalty zone, no follow-up. He's just tanking for no reason now on the backside. It's actually Vincent Cox with the flank throw, Shadow Kill, and Eman deals damage now with his double kill by Super Luke. BIGTRON still stands with 5.
Perfect Glacier freezing the players of GEEK Fam to death. And now the base wide open. The crystal in their eyes, but the minion wave isn't there yet. So BIGTRON, they want to overstay their welcome and maybe look for another engage down bottom.
This base turret with the First Lord is ridiculous stuff. 7.5k gold lead in an instant before the Lord. Again, just utilizing the mistakes from GEEK Fam, walking up when their composition relies heavily on them being buried together, as Gideon would put it, right? You need to be buried together. GEEK Fam, you need to play for the front to back. If they get isolated, if they lose out on one member, they should not walk up because this one member missing from this composition gives BIGTRON such a massive advantage.
Oh, and now GEEK Fam, it feels like they're waiting for their imminent death. But for BIGTRON Alpha, dancing around their graveyards, just being so prevalent in the jungle, and the final slash
will force the Beloy to use that flicker defensively. Now they will contest this orange buff, and now GEEK Fam, they will concede another win. And again, we talked about how he's impacting that mid game if he was behind. There you go. He's just isolating players and winning lanes.
It's a painful encounter this time around. Super Luke again expends the final slash, just styling on his ex-teammate. And this time X's do hurt a lot.
You know, in MPL Indo, the X's haven't been doing a good job.
True.
Teams who these X's have left, some reason they can't get a hold on their ex-players, man. It happened to Evos. It happens to everyone. Even GEEK Fam against Nile. And now it's going to happen with Luke too? Oh.
They need to move on, man.
They need to move on. Let's take a look at the items. Roam boots. Wow, to add in more healing for Eman there. Gets it. And like I said, that Holy Crystal, after this, he can actually go for more of a defensive build, and he does. Respecting the damage that could come through from Chidera and Gobs. Those are the two members that can actually prove to be a threat to the Heron. Meanwhile, if you take a look at the others, man, Triple kind of snowballed as well. Already Endless and the Melting Roar. BIGTRON. Free Lord.
Final slash by Super Luke will collapse. He fights. Now Beloyski will receive a lot of damage. Super Luke falls first. Loses immortality though, but Beloy will fall. Now a point in trouble. Will try to repel, but no, he will not find a better position against Super Ken. Will try to assassinate the members of GEEK Fam one by one. But no, Vincent claims a double. By side shadow kill. Perfectly timed. But the Order of Brilliance finds its mark. Now Vincent looking for a trade on to his Moreno. No resources here, but what a fight.
A team fight that was supposed to be BIGTRON's fight to lose. They end up losing as well, and GEEK Fam, they stabilize everything with Vincent and Moreno.
Oh no, miscalculating. The passive is there. Good freeze, but the damage will not come through as Vincent. Leonardo da Vincent finds the shutdown.
Leonardo da Vincent, the artist at work. That 7,000 gold lead with those big shutdowns going to GEEK Fam, going to Vincent mainly. This is the time for GEEK Fam to actually turn the game around. This is something that has been happening for GEEK Fam time and time again, even against Fnatic Onyx yesterday. And man, we gotta highlight the mistake from BIGTRON Alpha. They got the Lord. They could have gone and recalled and played with the Lord, but the fact that they wanted to utilize that gold lead, wanted to end the game quick, it ended up being GEEK Fam's fight to win. Though it was so well played, man. It wasn't just BIGTRON Alpha making a mistake. The fact that GEEK Fam were able to utilize the resource baiting of BIGTRON Alpha to bait BIGTRON Alpha's resources too. They thought ahead against BIGTRON Alpha in that team fight, and then they were able to win out in those skirmishes. Chidera waiting in the bush and then popping the Brilliance was phenomenal stuff, baiting out Super Ken. And even the responses to Key, to Luke getting a big final slash, they were so composed, still very chill. And now GEEK Fam are closer to get their item, Power Spike. Chidera is going to be big as he finishes up the Holy Crystal that he's building up to. Already has the Divine Glaive and the Blood Wings. So in terms of survivability, he should be good too. Has the Brilliance, has the Blood Wings. I'm looking at Eman now, and he does already, oh wow, Oracle and Radiant. So he's actually already gotten the answer to the questions that should be thrown out in the air by GEEK Fam with Chidera, Aboy, and Gobs. Let's just hope that it will be enough from Eman, because it's actually kind of a gamble to build two defensive items like that, stacking it up when you're in the lead. You expect more damage items definitely from Eman, even a Divine Glaive, because Beloy and Gobs are not squishy really. You would need the Divine Glaive still.
It was fight or flight mode for Eman. This time around, he's trying to enter that flight mode with the two defensive items he has, the Radiance and also that Oracle, maybe just wanting that extra tankiness to not be able to be bursted down by GEEK Fam and Chidera. That was actually an impressive move he made. The 1v1 against Super Ken, waiting until the final moment to pop the Brilliance. And this time, GEEK Fam, it feels like for the very first moment when this game started, they have a momentum to swing it around. Key ejector
on towards one. Beloyski now will force to use the trigger. The Winter Crown. What? Super Can finds the flank the backside. With that kill, it's going to be 5v4 now. Gone to immortality. Vincent again in the backside. Finds one, finds two with the help of a boy. Vincent will get shadow killed. Has immortality. Will he buy time? No. Super Can. Early kill finds the shutdown. It's a 3-4-2 for the Red Terminators.
Again, Super Key with the ejector getting that engage first, and now they look for the base from BIGTRON Alpha.
Good decision. A boy doesn't have the Dominator's descent.
See, Purify early till. Oh, good. This plays there by a boy now. They're looking for the clear. Tadera focuses down on the minion and the backside. A boy finds Super 10. Luke will lose his mortality with the Dominator's descent. He's low though. Oh, Valoisky does not have the flicker to find the engage. But Super Luke here. Oh, it's classic Beloy and Super Luke. They were ex-teammates, but Super Luke this time will escape.
BBB, Big Brain Beloy. Classic Beloyski, but still, thank to a boy. BIGTRON, they're able to just be pushed back from the base, and now the Lord in their eyes. They want to start it up. Vincent is here.
Yeah, they know Super 10 is still down. GEEK trying to blitz this Lord. BIGTRON is trying to stall. Let's see who gets it. It's Dobbs! The rookie finds the jungle. And now BIGTRON, they will try to deal damage with them on in the fray. But Vincent comes in Wolf for roar. Finds one, finds two. The Lloyd picks up the double.
My goodness, the War Crime General pays for his sins, and now he leads the charge on trying to topple down the Red Robots. Shadow kill by Supercan.
The damage will be enough, but the reinforcements by the Geeks, they were able to hack the AI. Miracle workers, Geek fam, always under so much gold, it doesn't matter. One by one, BIGTRON members fall, and Geek fam, they slide first in this best of three.
Programmed to win, and they had to lose against none other than their kryptonite GEEK fam. They snatched game number 1 from the clutches of BIGTRON.